Welcome to Your Anime
Senpais.
Senpais. I'm John.
And I'm Richard.
And today we're going to be reacting to Fire Force Episode 3. And Richard, it's been 2 weeks since the last episode of Fire Force. And really, it's been 2 weeks because of paying homage or respect to the fire that happened at Kyoto Animation Studios. And that's kind of why they took a break for that reason. But also, because it's been 2 weeks, we should go over what happened in the last episode.
Yep.
So let's just kind of start off. We had Arthur show up, a nice little friend, enemy,
rival to Shinra. Yeah. And then he got transferred there because of the fire games, I believe.
some kind of not war games, not like Don Machi, but there's something else.
Yeah, just I assume just kind of like an Olympic Games, just kind of testing their strength or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arthur showed up, and we saw him and Shinra kind of go at it, because like I said, like we were just talking about, they got some kind of rivalry going on. Don't really know too much about that per se, but they clearly don't like each other, or have competition against each other, which comes to a head because they go up on the roof where Maki was at, and she's just what is going on with you two? And
she was practicing making her little fire spirit.
Yeah, that's right. So. Yeah. And then eventually it comes down to the second in command. I forgot his name off the top of my head, but he's basically like, oh, well, how about you two face off against Maki? And they're just like, oh, okay, well, it should be fun. They're third generation and Maki's second generation, so whatever. Because I think second generation cannot produce their own flames. They have to
have something to start it.
Yeah, exactly.
A catalyst.
Whereas third generation can do their own flames. But in any case, so yeah, those two versus her shouldn't be a problem. But then it ends up being a problem because she manipulates Shinra's flames and makes him go off the roof, which he's fine. He landed with, once he got down near the bottom, he was able to activate his flames again, so no big deal with that. But then she went up against Arthur and his Excalibur thing, which at first she couldn't really control, so she's having a little bit of trouble with that, but I think eventually she was able to make this big gigantic spirit flame bomb thing from his flame
before Obi put it out.
Or no, not Obi, the other guy, the second in command. Yeah.
That's right, because he always follows him around, putting out all of her fire spirits.
Yeah. And but anyways, so come to find out, Maki was also now on top of her experience as part of the fire brigade, she's also ex-military. So for her going against those two who were like really cocky, whatever, just like, oh yeah, we can do anything, but they failed to do anything against her. So clearly her experience shows in this situation, and she was able to just handle them no problems, pretty much. But in any case, we move on from there. They get a call, an emergency over at this house where this young girl, she's sitting outside, and apparently she's already lost her mom.
Years
ago, she became an infernal, and now her dad's becoming an infernal, or has become an infernal. So they're about ready to go inside, and Shinra and Arthur, they got their weapons ready, and then Obi is like, oh, hold on, guys, step over here for a second. So they step over to side, and Obi's like, look, I told you guys before, you're not supposed to have your weapons out, especially when the next kin is right near us. And Arthur kind of argues with him. He's like, hey, I've never heard that in training. As far as I'm concerned, there's no rules against having our weapons out. And Obi, the commander, is he tells him basically, look, we keep telling people that we're putting these infernals to rest, but what we're actually doing is, and then it cuts away for a second, and then you can tell whatever he's saying is clearly shocking the other two. I think we talked about it before, that we were kind of assuming that he's telling them basically that we're pretty much just killing these infernals, these former humans, and but no confirmation on that yet. We're just theorizing on that part, but comes back to it, and he's basically saying, like, look, there are some people out there, some Fire Force brigaders that are taking pleasure in doing these sort of things, but the fact of the matter is that when I'm doing this, I'm also considering the next of kin, the family of the victims, and the friends of the victims too. And it's like, we're pretty much taking these people away from them, so we need to be more considerate. So, and at the very least, Shinra seems to be like, yeah, okay, I'm on board with that. If I want to be a hero, I've got to take everything into consideration. So, and right around that time, I believe we had this sort of mysterious figure emerge from the crowd, and he had
mysterious, very disturbing looking.
Yeah, right. I know, it was kind of freaky looking at it, but he had this vial of dust or ash or whatever it was, something. And I think he was either pouring it out or throwing it out or something, and then whatever he did to it, it
burst into flames.
Burst into flames.
Face.
Yeah, like it was like they mentioned something like it was grinning at them or something like
sneering.
That. Sneering. Yeah. And they weren't sure. They thought it was coming from the Infernal, so the flames kind of just dissipate, and they go inside, and they just see the Infernal. He's just kind of sitting there doing
controlling himself. Really.
Yeah, pretty much
controlling himself in all the pain.
Yeah, so. Right. And he's just kind of sitting there, and I believe Arthur was the one who kind of took the initiative. It's like, hey, I'll be the one to take care of this. He takes out his Excalibur and pretty much kind of just stabs the Infernal through the chest, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, he pretty much took care of the Infernal. They just kind of, I think they mentioned it was kind of odd that
no big fight, no resistance.
Right, it was just that was it, and they kind of have a moment to sort of reflect on that. But then I believe the ceiling started.
You start seeing that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And then the ceiling started to crumble, and the commander was like, "Okay, everybody get out." And so they start running out, but the commander stays behind, grabs the photo of the girl and her parents, and Shinra's like, "What are you doing? We got to get out of here." And as he's saying that, the roof kind of collapses on him, on Obi, right? Collapses on him, and but he just kind of shrugs it off because, as we've seen before, he lifts weights, and what was he doing? He was just like he was balancing it on his head and lifting weights or something like that in one episode. But in any case, clearly even though he doesn't have any powers, he's still pretty strong. So he kind of he's like, something like this isn't gonna do anything to me, and he just kind of shrugs it off, and it's like whatever. And then I think he mentioned something how he's angry about the fact that someone desecrate this place where the victim was living at and everything. So he's kind of mad about that. But went back outside. He gave the girl the photo, and she kind of cries and is trying to figure out what she's going to do now. She's also was very fearful because this already happened to her parents. What if this happens to her? Could she be next? She doesn't know. In fact, no one really knows at this point.
Yeah.
But Shinra and the commander just kind of take a moment to reflect, about her situation and how powerless they are to really, do anything for the next of kin. And
that was kind of a big theme in this episode. Besides the two showing their weapons and the amount of disrespect, the amount of just cluelessness they have about what causes this. And we did talk about this last episode, so I'm not going to try to theorize again, but that's another big thing that I really want to know. What causes this? Is it that stuff that's in the vial, or are people making this and doing it? Are they targeting people?
Maybe.
Is it just already in the air? Is it in the water and the food? Is it something that triggers whenever they have a bad day and emotions get too high, or who knows? I don't know.
Right. I mean, as far as we know, in world, nobody really knows. It just seems to be pretty random. So. In any case, the end of the episode closes with Arthur and Shinra. They're just kind of talking, and clearly they're pretty upset about the events of today, or of that day rather. Not just either a combination of what they've heard from the commander, but also what happened with the Infernal and things like that. And Shinra at least feels like I'm going to be hero, and feels the I guess compulsion or whatever to continue fighting the good fight. So that's pretty much the end of that, I believe. So
that's a good summary. So we're just gonna get right into episode 3 now and see what's gonna happen with these the rookie games or whatever they called them, and hopefully that's gonna be a thing, and maybe we'll find out some more about what's causing these fires. So let's get started.
Oh,
so they're making it right now.
What is this?
Flames are being whipped up.
Wow.
Huh. Oh.
Tokyo Empire? Wow.
Huh.
Oh, it's what's his name? The guy.
Mm-hmm. I think we were just calling him Joker, just because he talked about it being a joke.
Obi. What?
Oh, that guy's so creepy looking.
Yeah. Well, this guy too, because he's got the
I mean, he's got like the Renningen or whatever from Naruto.
Rookie, Fire Soldier games. Gotcha. What? Oh, is that the cat
I think
girl?
that's the cat girl that doesn't like shirts.
Apparently. Well, it's Tanya. Well, her voice actress.
Mascot characters. Oh, 119. Okay. I didn't catch it at first.
Yeah. Well, what did... Oh, okay. Never mind. I know, right? Is he really?
He even has like dog ears.
Yeah, well, it's a dog with an old man face. Yeah.
Oh,
he's just right there.
So obviously something bad's gonna happen here.
Probably.
It's interesting that they're targeting, Brigade 8.
Well, it's because
there's somebody from number 1. Oh, is he the one that...
Oh, yeah, he's, I think so.
What's he going to ask him? That's kind of vague.
Wow. Oh, she's part of 1. Yeah, because he...
That's... Really?
He... Wow.
What? Well... The lucky lecturer.
Well, because...
Wow, this is so much like Soul Eater and some of the way he does his comedy.
Apparently not. He's just going to brush you off. Wow, that's kind of weird. I mean...
Maybe he does remember him, though.
And maybe it's just a bad memory?
Well... I don't know. I think he does remember him.
I think so too. Like it.
Because normally, if you'd at least try to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Oh, that smile at the wrong time.
So wait, the cat girl is on that team or is on a Brigade 1, but clearly she's going to join them at some point, I would think.
I mean, she might just be like Arthur and be a transfer.
Okay. He looks like somebody from what is it? Studio Ghibli's film.
Oh.
With the...
like that mask thing.
Oh. I mean, he's using his abilities to. Yep, there we go.
That's actually pretty cool looking when she was running like that.
Yeah. You need to just focus on this. Like, I get it, but.
I wonder if they've already laced that building with that dust. Oh,
yep,
okay.
There we go.
Yep. He can control his smoke. Oh.
Oh, was this you?
That's actually what he wanted to know about.
Did you cause that fire?
This is very coincidental.
Well, he did have the record that he was looking at earlier.
Ooh. Put him in a situation where he's either got to listen to his story or save the people, maybe?
Right. Ooh. Whoa! Wow! Breakdancing. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
I mean, he would throw down some cardboard, but it would just catch on fire.
Right.
Oh.
What is that?
Ashes?
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That's really unique how he can manipulate that.
Ooh. What is the point of all this, though? Like, why is he trying to?
What's the lesson behind it?
Well,
kind of thing?
No. Like, why is he trying to go after Shinra specifically?
Maybe they need something from him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get what their point is.
Oh, I thought that went through his chest. I was like, oh no. Wow. He's super nervous.
Wow, this art style though.
Sure, yeah.
Not reading the situation correctly, but yeah. Oh.
Of course it's going to be a hint. Oh, wow. I bet you it's the other guy. The one that was...
Oh, the one that was talking at the beginning?
Mm-hmm. The chief of the 1st Brigade. Yep.
Wow. Like so early in the show, they're just dropping big things like this kind of on them. Should he?
Hero or devil?
Ooh.
Hey, got a good hit on him, at least. Do they? Is that something that they do?
Obviously.
Well, you better be careful because he might catch the other guys on fire.
Yeah. Or catch the building on fire.
Right. Even though technically there are fire brigade around them, but still.
Where is everybody else?
I mean, he did fly up like 8 floors, I guess, but still.
I mean, I figure like the cat girl would have made it up there at least by now.
You think so?
Oh. Or Arthur.
Yeah. He's just cutting his way through.
Really?
You're sitting on top of him, by the way.
Yeah.
At least she's not doing it just to Shinra.
Well, that's her special ability, is to
apparently
get into those situations. It doesn't help that she dresses like that.
I know, right?
But, you know.
Yeah, they're right there.
Nah, we gotta take care of ourselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wow.
Come on. Come on.
I appreciate the animation change right there because of how obnoxious that was.
Oh. No, not really.
Oh.
Yep. He just... Yes. Exactly.
Did you see the look on Arthur's face there for a second?
Oh,
how much
no.
does he have?
Apparently a lot. He's going to take out the whole building.
Oh.
You need to run. You need to go right now.
Oh.
Bye. Run.
Good luck with this.
Yeah, take them. And you also got the other people that...
Can he ignite his feet in there with all that?
What about the other...
But he still did it.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
What about everybody else?
Well, they're underneath it, but still, yeah.
I bet you that's the younger brother, though. I mean, I don't know. He does look a little older, I guess, but. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Oh, and the other two lost their grip.
Yeah, but I think they'll be okay as long as he's got the other two.
Oh, okay. Look down. He's going to die.
I was going to say. I don't think that works.
You're also muscle bound.
I was going to say, you didn't say that. What about everybody else inside, though?
I guess they weren't affected.
I guess not.
Wow.
It's a good thing they already got a fire brigade there, or, fire equipment. Sure. You gonna tell him the truth now?
Oh, good boy. You saved all 4 of them.
Yay. Does he win the games?
Yeah, that one you're lying to and holding secrets from.
That seemed like a little bit of a confrontation there. Like they don't like each other.
Is that the 8th Brigade? Just all showed up to kind of go over things? Huh.
I'm glad he recognized that. Well, I mean, maybe. Would he know if they?
Or are they the ones making it? Okay, yeah, it's true. You always have nuns.
What about the 8th? The 8th is their own thing, right?
Now, Hajima was what they were talking about at the beginning, right? That was creating all the different things and I wonder if that company is kind of dealing on both sides, like creating the problem and creating the weapons to fight the problem.
Could be. Wow.
Oh.
Wow, really?
Really? they do know what caused it, but he doesn't. He's trying to investigate the other parties to figure out what's going on.
Right.
Huh. Wow, that looks amazing.
That does look great. Once again, the animation in this series is just fantastic.
All right, so Richard, it looks like really the point of all this Company 8 is, well, the Fire Force evidently knows what causes the Infernals, which is kind of...
Or at least somebody in the Fire Force.
Yeah, somebody in there, but they have to go investigate the other companies and I guess maybe figure out what secrets they have going on or something, because that's quite a lot in this episode. For me, I think, as far as like what this series is going to do, they just dumped a lot right at the beginning. You know, I mean, I know we're still doing character development and introducing new characters, but they introduce a lot of, plot other than the new girl,
Right. And her plot.
Yeah. But wow. That's this is crazy how the series is just like, by the way, now that you're introduced into this world, take this, handle that. We're gonna give all this more information onto you, and see how you process that. Now, what are you thinking about this world?
Well, see, we did kind of like we had our suspicions, about the fact that Fire Force. There was definitely something going on within the Fire Force, and that maybe somebody might know something. But now it's becoming even more clear. Like, okay, there's definitely somebody is withholding information.
Yeah,
and even I guess Joker.
Joker, if he works for that Hajime company, maybe he's trying to throw them off. I mean, recruit Shinra. Even maybe have him as a double agent if he. Would have chose to have been a devil.
Or hero. That's the ultimatum they gave Shenmue. So, and speaking of which, that too, we know that his younger brother somehow survived.
Yeah, that was kind of a nice.
And see, like
another thing they dropped on us.
So we had theories at the first episode where we were talking about.
I think we even talked about maybe the mom turned into the Infernal.
Either the mom turned into Infernal, or maybe the brother turned into Infernal, or something. But I don't remember if I mentioned it there, but I always considered the possibility that maybe one of those two had survived, and so clearly, well, potentially one of them did. Joker could just be flat out lying too. So
there is always that to maybe just try to gain his trust. Like, you join us, I'll tell you some more stuff, and. Maybe you'll believe it, and we'll have you as an ally or something.
Maybe. I could definitely see, maybe not right now specifically, but maybe later on, Shinra taking him up on that offer, but not, but like him doing it like, oh yeah, I'll totally join your side, guys, just to learn the information, and then once he learns the information, it's like, okay, now that we're done with that. You all are going down right now, and then the rest of the brigade
battle.
The rest of the brigade joins in, and and then they have that epic battle. So
I mean, I figure since they're numbered 1 through 8, if the and like how in other animes they have like a power rating or how strong they are, how much they achieve is by their number. So I wonder if the people in number 1 that they've already kind of shown. Are at the top of all this conspiracy. So, whenever he was like just kind of blowing off Shinra, like, I don't know, 12 years ago, you know how many fires I do every month, every week. I can't remember that.
Did he, when he rescued the captain or the commander of Brigade 1, when he rescued his subordinate, was he also kind of flying too? Like,
yeah.
Well, I know it was coming out of his eye, but
well, he did jump, but he also, I guess it didn't show flames whenever he landed. He just kind of boom.
Just landed. Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know if he just did like an amazing jump up there,
might have
influenced with firepower or what. Never, I guess. said what was going on.
Yeah. But I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about that too because it kind of seemed similar in a way that to Shinra, but I mean he didn't have any flames on his feet. It was only coming out of his eye patch, which is something else. Is like, okay, what is that all about? But he caught a subordinate and then just landed, no problem. Did the superhero landing actually, which is, if I remember correctly, you're not really supposed to be doing because that does take a toll on your knees. But this is anime, so whatever.
I mean, whenever the hero has to do a flying kick, the hero also has to stick the landing.
Right, yeah.
So,
but there's this episode has brought up a lot of questions. Kind of some of which we were already
a lot of questions.
Kind of
it answered a little bit maybe, but it didn't give full answers. It kind of roundabout answered things.
Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode and the rest of the series, honestly. So, I mean, as I've said before, this series has been, on par with my top, series that I'm watching this season at least. But I'm really hoping we get a good payoff for it. Yeah.
So I guess overall, 2 thumbs up for the episode. Yeah. So what do you think about the new cat girl is going to potentially be joining them? I'm just, instead of doing the lucky lecture lure, I'm just going to probably call it the triple L or whatever.
Yeah, the two love rue shenanigans. I mean,
she's powerful. It looks like if she could,
not trip over people and accidentally get into
fall into bad situations.
Yeah, exactly. But I like her. She's she's good enough, I guess. I mean, we saw her a little bit of her interactions. It was pretty amusing, but I'd like to see her become more. I guess I want to see more of what she does. I was kind of thrown off because the intro and outro kind of implies that she was on Brigade 8, but I guess she'll join them at some point.
Now it makes me wonder: is she going to be put on their team to figure out what they're doing? We need to kind of keep our eye on, Brigade 8 because it seems like Brigade 8's getting their nose in everyone else's business. So you need to go in there and be a little mole or spy and just kind of tell us what they're doing.
Maybe so. But
I don't know.
I don't know. She seems kind of, I don't want to say incompetent, but it's like she, and maybe this works to her favor if that's what she's going to do, but she doesn't seem like the most reliable person to do that sort of thing. But
that's fair.
I mean, we've only seen a few minutes of her anyway, so maybe it's all a ruse. Maybe
when there's no other people around that she can fall into, she's on top of her game and can't do anything wrong.
Maybe so. But I guess we'll have to wait and see for the rest of the series. Any other final thoughts?
No, I think for right now, besides just all this crazy stuff that I want answered, that's it for now.
Okay, well. What do you all think about this episode, and what do you think of the new character, the cat girl, and what do you think about the Shinra's younger brother surviving? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this episode and this reaction, subscribe, hit that notification bell, keep up with all of our content that we put out every week, and if you'd like to consider supporting our channel, we have links down below for all that as well. So we'll see you in the next episode.